Hello everyone, good evening. Am I audible and visible properly? Please let me know. So today we are going to start with a new topic as we are going to start with the income tax today. आज तो दो सरप्राइजेस हो गए पहले कॉस्टिंग कर लिया आज अब इनकम टैक्स भी करने जा रहे हैं. So before moving ahead, as you all know, there is some information and announcement for you guys. collegedekho.com. It is a proper official channel who is providing you the classes about your particular courses which you are pursuing. What are the courses? What is the course structure? And what are the concept behind that? There are a lot of questions in our mind, and we are not having a proper answer. So don't worry, I'm here. So first question is, what is the collegedekho.com's purpose and how to reach them? So for the reaching purpose, you have two options. In this video's description box, there is a two format. One is the contact number. You may call them, easily talk and ask your query. Second, Google form link is also available there. Click on the form, fill it the form properly, and the represented proper member, proper person will talk with you. Okay. Next is second question. Are they relevant? Are they sufficient? Is our queries, is our answers, is properly solved, questions solved, queries solved by the faculties? Answer is here. There is a one line written on a second point, that is the only 8 student per batch for focus study. Yes, and it's true. All the faculties having a limited student batch. My too. I'm also having so many subjects on this platform which I'm teaching. I'm having less than 6, or you can say 6 to 8, not max to 8. It help us and you too to solve the doubts on one doubt clearing points. And second important factor of the college Dekho, you need not write down your command. Oh my god, written down, typing. No, my facility is available. See that tick tick tick. Yes, mama, I'm having a doubt. A very simple scenario, a very simple method to talk with your faculty in a very easy and a very convenient manner. Understood? I hope this all these concepts are easily clarify you guys. Second is, I already told you in this video also, there is a description box link of the Google form. Please fill your information and please fill the correct information, so the proper representative person will connect with you easily. Next is, what about the notes? In my class, in my class I normally, what I do, I give you written notes, handwritten notes. I also write it down in a class. When I am writing down, you automatically you have to write down. And we are having not so long session. We used to teach you as a concept wise, and it is a very short term duration of your course. That means if you are having exam after the 20 days also, you may enroll for us. और क्या फैसिलिटीज चाहिए? और अगर आपको लगता है नहीं और भी कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट होना चाहिए, we are here to take your suggestions. Okay, so this is all about the information, or you can say announcement of the collegedekho.com as per the convenience of your comfort zone. As we all know, our surroundings, our outside environment is not as good as we were having last 2 years back. So let the situation be calm, as soon as possible. Till then, no suffer of your education or your classes. We are here to teach you guys and help you in achieving more and more good marks in your upcoming exams. Okay? So coming ahead or moving ahead, let's have a start our session with our very interesting topic, that is the how to how to calculate the tax. है ना? Oh, very. Someone likes income tax, someone don't like income tax. Uh, when I was studying in my CA and the CS level, as we all understand this thing, it's a basic thing for the commerce student that they must know about the income tax, or they know how to calculate as per our commerce background. We must have to know all these things. So when I was a student, I was like, my God, income tax, okay, but this type of thing is very common, and it shows you that yes, you are a natural person. You also hate some subjects too, except mathematics too. Okay, so this type of nature is a quite acceptable. And as I always say one thing in my life, that if you are having something as your weakness, okay, make it as your strength. Okay, so I did in my career this thing. Those subjects whom I am having a very type of feeling, I make it my hobby and I play with that subject in a very quickly manner. So that tricks is also given to you in my classes. So the topic is how to calculate tax. How to calculate tax. Before calculating the tax, we must know what on which amount we have to calculate the tax. So guys, we are having a 5 head of income. It doesn't mean ki everyone having that 5 category income all together. It's all depends as per the person's thing. First of all, the steps we have to understand about the calculation of a tax. As going to calculate the total income, first of all, we must know if that person is a resident. Let's suppose if a person is a non-resident, is he paid tax to India? Chance ही नहीं. Okay. So step 1, you must know about determination of residential status. Determination of residential status. As per section 6 subsection 1, I took the session on that too. First of all, you must know about the basic condition. Is that person is a resident or not? If that person, if the assessee stay in India in the past year, or you can say the previous year, more than 182 days in India, and we don't want 182 days in a continuation. Maybe it is a split manner too, but yes, that financial year should be covered by 182 days or more. If that limit is crossed by that person come under the residential status. Is a positive, that means that person is a resident of India in that particular previous year. If that first condition is not fulfilled, the second condition is that person, an assessee, must stay 60 days or more in the previous year, and means the condition is completed with the second another condition too, and that person must have in the last for immediately previous year 360 days or more in India. 365 days or more in India. Okay. So if the both the condition is not necessary to fulfill, if one condition is also fulfilling, that person is a resident. If this first step is check out and yes, it was found that that person is a resident in India, then we will move ahead with the second step. So guys, what is the second step? Step number 2. Now you have to classify the income under different heads. Under different heads. There are 5 head of income. What are that 5 head of income? Let's understand first. First is the income from salary. Income from salary. See guys, it is all the classes which we are providing you on the YouTube. It's all like a introductory classes. And one more thing you must understand, income tax is not like a subject. Yes, yeah, within a second you can fit it in a mind. It may take a time. Okay, because all the things are interrelated with each other under the income tax act. Yes, you may start any chapter, but yes, you must know about the background. So this introductory class is also having the parts. As you see that this class is also indicated with a 1. That means how to calculate the tax. It's the first part. Okay, and those who are watching this class, I may recommend you please take the session of all the parts. Otherwise you will get confused and basic clear नहीं होता तो बड़ी बैंड बजती है. Okay, so first is the income from salary. So in this category, in this first head, all the persons who are having their income as a salary, as they are earning salary from their economic activities, so all the salary related portion is coming here. Second income is the income from house property. How do you get house property income? What in return you get house property? See, under the house property income, there is a rental income. Okay, so there is some house or there is any residential area or any commercial point. Commercial point is come under the other factor. If there is any residential property and you are getting the rent from that residential property, okay, that all the rent related to the residential property are to be computed income from this head, come under the house property act. Other than this type or nothing, any other income is not there. Next is the income from business and profession. This is a vast concept, income from business or professions. If we are doing our business, so whatever type of a business we are doing right now, we have to consider this act, this chapter under this act, and understand all the points of the business income and calculate our income as per the provisions given in this point. Same with a profession too. If you are having any professional income, like suppose I am giving my example. Yes, I am having my income as a professional income because I am a CS by qualification and I do classes, I am providing classes to you. So whatever my income is generated from this income is not my salary income, it is not my business, it is my profession income. Profession basically means when you are earning something by way of your skills. So that income and all the provision given in this chapter under this act you have to be considered and calculate your income as per the provisions given in this head. Next income is a income from capital gains. Income from capital gains. What do you mean by the capital gains? Capital gains is not like only about the stocks, not only about the shares, but also with any property which is come under the definition of a capital property. If you are getting some gains from that income, uh, it come under the head of the capital gains. Here you are having a short term, that is a less than 1 year, and you are having a long run income, long term, both having a different tax rates and different provisions to understand the taxation. Whatever income is coming under the forehead, any other income rather than all these four is come under the income from other sources. Income from other sources. Understood? Income from other sources, basically your any tuition income, your FD, interest, dividend, all these things. If any type of any other miscellaneous income who is not having defined under any of this four head, all that income you have to be placed in this other sources income. So this way you have to be calculate 5 types of head. Whatever income you were earning, you have to be post your amount of the salary, post your amount of the total income under that. So and there are so many other provisions which we have to be considered in this too, but they are the after that when we are taking single chapters, so we can easily understand this thing. Step number 3, after calculating these 5 types, after considering these 5 types of income, like income from salary, house property, business or profession, capital income, or your any other sources income, whatever, compute the income in above head. Compute the income in each heads. In this income, you have, if you are having any exemption income, consider the exemption income too. Next is the step 4. After calculating your self income and your spouse income or your children's income, whatever, if you want to club your income, clubbing of income of spouse, yeah, minor child, etc. If this provision is also implementing on you and help you to reduce your tax amount or clubbing your income with your spouse or any of your minor child, whatever the provision given in this chapter, consider that. And if this is also applicable on you and you may consider this thing, you have to do this in a very simple way. This is all the steps we basically follow in income tax. Step number 5. If you are having any losses, and it's a very interesting chapter, that is the set off and carry forward of losses. What is that? If you are having any set of income be like suppose I said in above, there is a long term and a short term capital gain. Might be you may bear some losses too. It might happen, no? It doesn't mean all the time you are getting the profit. Right now in this situation we are not at all getting any profit. uh, like suppose in a long term, if you are having a long term loss, and in a short term you are having a short term gain. Okay, so long term loss cannot be set off from the short term gain. It's the first point given in this chapter, that is the set off and carry forward. So in this situation, whatever the losses of the long term is considered, and that losses is automatically carry forward for the next financial year. And if you are getting a long term profit in that year, if you are getting the long term profit in that year, you may easily set off your long term losses in this. So what do you mean by the setup? Let's suppose the short term loss is there, and here in this particular financial year only, you are having a long term gains. So you may easily set off your short term losses from the long term gains. Understood? So right now in this financial year, whatever you are setting off from the other head of incomes, that is your setup. And if you are not setting off this thing in this particular year, you may carry forward it in the future year. Okay, whatever the rules, there are so many rules behind all this thing. Right now I'm just giving you overviews. Okay, so whatever the rules, we will going to be studying particular chapters. Set off or carry forward, and carry forward of losses. Step number 6. After doing all these steps, step number 6 is saying about the gross total income. And in this gross total income, you have to be deduct your deductions. Deductions from GTI. What's the deduction? Deduction is basically deduction from GTI. That is the chapter 6 deductions. What are the chapter 6 deduction? Deduction under the ETC. ETC what? If you are having any life insurance and you are submitting or you are paying the premium amount every year, you may get the deduction from the total income. And if you are getting some deduction amounts, so it may help you to decrease your tax amount too. Okay, there is a ATC deduction, and which is a very common deduction, like in terms of LIC and everything. Medical deduction is given under the ATD. Okay, ATTTA. It is a very common deduction which is basically taken by every person. Everyone take the advantage of ATTTA, every individual person, and it is a bank interest deduction. As we all are having our bank account, and we are earning the interest from the bank, as we are having a saving account saving account bank. So we are getting the interest and a 3 months. So if you are having a total interest, whatever be amount, if it is a more than 10,000, then you may get the maximum deduction of rupees 10,000 only. And if it is a less than 10,000, so whatever amount you are totaling as a gross total income for the computing the tax in the next step, so you will get that amount of deduction in from that total income, and your tax rate is automatically reduced in the next step. So there are 80 section 80 series in the deduction from GTI, and there are lot of helping hands to you to reduce your tax amount if you are doing that thing, if you are paying that thing. After that, what the next is your total income, and this total income is the green signal of computing the tax. Application of tax rates. Application of tax rates. Now it's the next step, that is you have to be calculate the tax. After that, step number 10. If your tax amount in case of an individual. Okay, let's just take a side. If you are having any income more than 50 lakh, if you are having income more than 50 lakh, you have to pay the extra taxes on that income, which is known as surcharges or rebate under section 87A. What is this 87A rebate is saying? It is saying if you are having income less than 5 lakh rupees, so you will get the rebate maximum to 12,500. That means, in a short way, for the understanding point, if you are having an income less than 5 lakh, you have to pay zero tax amount to the government. And if your tax is if you are having an income more than 5 lakh and your tax is computing, and at that point, step number 11, you have to be add in that health and education cess. Health and education cess. What is that? It is at a rate of a 4% on the tax amount. Should be added. And what do you mean by this? This is the amount taken from the general public and provided this amount in a dividation in the health and education education system and health system. This amount is transferred. Step number 12. Any advance tax you already paid, that is deducted, and any TDS is given under or earned by you, so you will deducted that amount from your total tax amount, and whatever the rest is left, that amount is tax payable by you. A very simple and a very easy way, है ना? As we take the full introduction of the income tax in only 20 to 25 minutes. कितना इजी सा लग रहा होगा ना? इतना सा पढ़ना मैम. No, बेटा, it is a kind of a Mahasagar. To be very frank, income tax is not like a one-day thing or two-day thing. Whatever the steps I said to you and I give you and I tell you about all these 13 steps, one step having a depth meaning, depth provisions. डरा नहीं रही हूँ, डरने की तो बात ही नहीं है when I am here. Will give you a details in every single point, every single word. And this is the way we calculate the income tax. And this all are the other simple topics. But yes, the main 5 head of income, that is income from salary, income from house property, income from business and profession, or income from capital gains, and next is the income from other sources. These are ultimate other things in their other level. Understood? So we have to connect all the things, and in one more chapter, that is your deduction chapter, that you must understand that chapter too, so then only you may easily handle how you have to deduct, how to deduct how much amount, and to calculate and to reduce your tax amount. Okay, these all are very important. So this is our first part of how to calculate the tax. Today we don't take any example or any question in our class, because I am going to take in a parts only, and all the parts are just like your introductory. For all the other details, for taking more classes or to understand the concept in a very deep manner, depth manner, Don't forget to join college Dekho as soon as possible, because our my batches, especially I'm saying my batches, is start continuing. Still, any of you student still wants to come in my class, you may easily attend the class. Okay, so soon we'll going to meet you in my class if you take the admission on the college Eco, and if you are not taking the admission right now, so no issue, we will meet here only. So again I am saying these all the classes which we are providing you on a YouTube, it is all about the introductory sessions. Okay, Ji. So soon meet you guys on this channel, and